they won't cover the fact of the line will not cover the fact that Calvin and Kenny, they got fired.
I don't think it's good because they know how the head tick. You know what I'm saying? That sometimes it could be detrimental because we've seen certain situations that the father
told Tank them. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this. Because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't.
Bill Haney went off on Gervonta Davis in a live interview, claiming Tank was the one who fired longtime coach Calvin Ford. Haney slammed the decision, suggesting it hurt Davis's recent performance and added to the ongoing controversy.
They won't cover the fact of the line podcast will not cover the fact that Calvin and Kenny, they got fired. Now, if they fired me, it would be, huh? Well, they got fired.
I didn't know that was real. I thought that was a cat.
They're trying to be quiet. Man, they got fired, man. The people that got fired, man. They're hoping they get hired. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they're working on getting back.
Man, Calvin came on there with them, he had them GTD first shorts, with them GTD leggings, with them GTD Kango cap, with them GTD glasses, and GTD shirt. Man, guess what? The man gave him a hug, man, and left him in the hallway. And everybody want to act like this is not really. See, they keep that magnifying glass on us, and yeah. You know, they're not going to, the live podcast, they're going to report that.
After firing Calvin Ford, many believe Gervonta Davis was distracted in his fight against Lamont Roach. Fans called it his worst performance, arguing he wasn't the same without Ford's guidance. Without his longtime coach in his corner, Tank seemed to struggle, raising questions about whether the split impacted his focus and overall performance.
What's the best for him? I'm hoping that he do what I do. You know what I'm saying? You see how I ask him, are you ready? You know what I'm saying? Because I need somebody that's going to really push them. So I can see different levels. This time I had a chance to step back. And everybody keeps saying, they changing us. I said, no, we ain't changing up anything. It's the same thing we always do.
Going into the training camp, how was it? Or you said you stepped back a little bit. How was it? Splitting the time. How's it going to be splitting the time to
no, this
Saturday night?
We do all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, y'all know all I have to do is speak. They take out history since I was a kid. When I stepped in the gym, B said, "Yo, I'm glad you're here now." He watched it and said, "Boom." And I see the light change. I just can't wait to see all of that come together, fight.
How's going back to being in the corner? How do you see Gervonta right now? Just being in camp, because at first when we talked to him in the press conference, he was very open about retiring and he was done. And
y'all have to understand. Y'all have to understand. He's a young man, he have a family.
Calvin Ford has always stressed that his bond with Gervonta Davis goes beyond just training. He has repeatedly called himself more than a father figure to Tank, mentoring him both inside and outside the ring. Even after their split, Ford remains committed to his coaching philosophy, believing in growth and learning. He sees every decision, right or wrong, as a lesson that shapes his approach, proving that his journey as a coach is always evolving.
Again, it's a sticky situation. Some promoters, some managers try to move the father out their life of certain situations and whatnot. I don't think it's good because they know how the kid tick. You know what I'm saying? Then sometimes it could be detrimental because we've seen certain situations that the father do too much instead he let the athlete be the athlete. So, it's a learning experience, and I learned from them situations and whatnot, what to do and what not to do, because at the end of the day, they're their own self, you know what I'm saying, and hope that you gave them enough knowledge to be what they want to become,
Bill Haney, father and trainer of Devin Haney, hasn't held back when discussing Gervonta. Davis's handling of his team, especially his longtime coach Calvin Ford. In a light-hearted yet pointed remark, Haney once joked that Tank should have been paying Ford properly, warning that otherwise coaches might go on strike. He implied that if Tank had been financially supporting Ford as he should, the trainer wouldn't appear to be struggling.
I think it's personal between you and Calvin. Also, his Tank's coach. Is it?
Man, I told Coach,
Coach those that don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach, so I'm just
and I said, listen, ain't no way your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking, and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this motherfucker. Because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't. And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this shit.
So you saying Calvin ain't getting paid?
Yo, he said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he's looking if they making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Ain't be one nigga looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money. You know what I'm talking about?
Again.
Bill Haney has repeatedly accused Gervonta Davis and his team of avoiding a fight with Devin Haney. According to Bill, his son can outbox anyone, including Tank, which is why Davis's camp has been hesitant to make the fight happen. He believes Devin's superior technical skills and boxing IQ pose a serious threat to Tank, making the matchup one that Davis's team isn't eager to accept.
Yes.
Okay. Tank is a beast.
Tank is a beast.
Tank is a beast. He's undefeated.
Yes.
I mean, I've interviewed him a while back. I mean, people have compared him to a young Mike Tyson multiple times. What do you think your son does better than Tank?
Box. He can outbox anybody. When Devin is being Devin, the Devin I know, he can outbox anybody on the planet. We have that kind of skill set. I think that matched up against Tank Davis, that was a fight that we've always liked. We've always fancied our chances. And that's the part of the business. That's the part of boxing. That's having two sides, having that ultimate dance partner, right? And Tank and his team, they can't beat both. They can't beat Tank and beat an opponent as well. You know what I mean? So they've said a lot of things, but the one thing that they haven't said is that they wanted to fight Devin.
Right, so that's not going to happen.
Not
in terms
next.
of anything that you've seen.
Not next, definitely not.
All right, because Gervonta has a fight against Lamont Roach on December 14th.
Against who?
Lamont Roach.
Who? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
This is
What are they
WBA.
fighting? I haven't heard
Lightweight
too
World
much
Champion.
about that fight. Have you heard a lot about that fight? I haven't heard
Not too much.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with Lamont Roach. Are
I
you?
almost forgot that they were even fighting. But no, shout out to the Roaches, Lamont and his dad. You know, a good team out of Washington, D.C.
When confronted by Devin Haney, Calvin Ford made it clear he had no interest in engaging in a war of words. Haney, however, didn't hold back, confidently telling Ford, "Big one takes little," and claiming he would knock Tank out. This brief but intense exchange only added to the growing rivalry between Tank and Haney, further fueling calls for a showdown between the two.
And Bill on the line so we could just clear some things up.
I don't even want to talk to that dude, yo. I really don't. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I ain't got no words for him.
Really?
That's
He's on the line.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I ain't get on.
yeah, because my son, hey, listen, because my son knock that nigga out. Because my son knock Tank the fuck out. That's why he don't have no words for me.
Running your mouth for you.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
I
gonna
said.
keep running my mouth. I'm gonna keep running my mouth, nigga. You talking about you ain't got no words
my
for me,
name,
nigga.
bro. That's all you do.
What you mean you ain't got no words? Because I said you wasn't getting no money?
Nigga, I'm getting money. You know I'm getting money. That's why you trying to get with me.
No, what you mean trying to get with you? Trying to get
That's
what?
what I just said. You
Big one
chasing
take
up.
little.
You,
Hey, big one take little.
man, check this out, man. Like I
Slow
said,
down talking about money,
chase
nigga.
nuts, man. I got time for that bullshit, Bill. You
Yeah,
on
big
some
one
shit.
take little one then, nigga.
Yeah, all right, nigga. We'll see you.
Calvin Ford has been a pivotal figure in Gervonta Davis's career, serving not just as a trainer, but also as an advisor. He has guided Tank through key decisions throughout his boxing journey. When asked about a potential fight with Devin Haney, Ford kept it simple, stating that if Haney truly wanted the fight, his team should send over a contract.
Again, it's a sticky situation. You know, some promoters, some managers try to move the father out their life of certain situations and whatnot, you know? I don't think it's good because they know how the kid tick, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it can be detrimental because we've seen certain situations that the father do too much instead of letting the athlete be the athlete, you know? So, you know, it's a learning experience, and I learned from them situations and whatnot, what to do and what not to do, because at the end of the day, they're their own self, you know what I'm saying, and hope that you gave them enough knowledge to be what they want to become, you know?
Now, I wanna run two scenarios off to you. You got Bernard Hackett and Jaleel Hackett. Great dad, great son, father, fighter duo. And one thing I noticed about Mr. Bernard, he has no problem not being the lead guy.
No,
And still being the lead guy at the same time.
I can expound on that because I've been in Bernard and his son life since the amateurs, you know what I'm saying? He trusts the people that he put his son around. Do that make sense?